Swamiji has mentioned science informs, but religion reforms. This is the difference. Is all right? Now is all right. Swamiji has mentioned science informs, but religion reforms. So, religion is an essential part of human life. There lies the difference between man and man. As well, and in our practical life also, in our industry, business, or some endeavor, we find that generally the manager, he always sees the present. But the philosopher, he sees the future. So even in our day-to-day life also, we shall have to have that sort of approach. Otherwise, you cannot proceed, you will become stagnant. Everywhere you will become stagnant. We have read, we know that tell me not in mournful numbers, life is but an empty dream. Life should not be an empty dream. It must have some purpose. We know that the children, when we were children at that time, we used to believe in Santa Claus. We used to believe. We knew that Santa Claus comes and gives us some presentations. When you gradually grow up, we start disbelieving. We know that Santa Claus does not come. But again, when we become matured, we ourselves become the Santa Claus. So, this is called religion. This is called religion. We shall have to become Santa Claus. That means we won't expect anything from anybody, but we shall be giving to everybody whatever is possible by me. That approach, this giving approach, this is actually the essential part of religion. The more we are in that position, the more we will be happy. If we, because here we are in a group, mostly the followers of Sri Ramakrishna, Swami Vivekananda, Holy Mother. So, if we go through the gospel, we will find that everywhere Sri Ramakrishna is condemning to lust and greed. Some of you might have read one funny incident happened in the life of Swami Sarvagatananda Swami. Sarvagatananda Swami, one professor, philosophy professor, he was in probably Boston. One philosophy professor came to him. They had some discussions. After a while, he was leaving. At that time, he presented him the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. The man took the book, and afterwards, within 15 days, he came back with the same book, and I don't want to read this book. In every page, there is O man and gold, O man and gold, O man and gold. And every time they're saying that you give up, give up, give up. If I give up woman and gold, then what purpose of my life is? It is full of trash. I don't want to read it. What to do? Man was very much excited, so he had to keep that book in his own self. After 1 month or 2 months, the same man again had made some appointment and said, I like to meet you and I want to purchase your books. Which book? The Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. How many copies do you have? Said, I am having 30 copies. I should purchase all the 30 copies. For what purpose? Do you like to burn them? No, no, no. Not for that. Why? He came and said that I attended a seminar. In that seminar, our president, chairman, he was telling that we Americans are only up to two things. One is the sex queen, and another is the dollar king. So now I understand that Indian mystic actually uttered this same thing. So I want to purchase the same book and distribute amongst my friends. Now, Sri Ramakrishna, every page you will find that as this lust and greed, he is talking about this lust and greed. Simultaneously, he is talking about another two terms. In Bengali, we talk it Nijjan Bas and Sadhu Sangha. Nijjan Bas means stay away, live in loneliness. And Sadhu Sangha, be in the holy company. How to have this Nijjan Bas and how to have this holy Sangha. This is sincerely difficult in the present world scenario, in our life situation, lifestyle. Where is it possible? I am remaining in a small unit of a flat, and there, where is the question of Nirjan Bas, the loneliness? Where should I find loneliness? I'm seeing crowded office, shopping mall, everywhere crowd. Where is this loneliness possible? Loneliness, how it is possible, that I am saying. That is, here you are coming for a retreat. Retreat means one kind of loneliness. One kind of loneliness. Loneliness is not that loneliness. Loneliness is when the moment you are stepping inside, you are thinking that I have come here as an admirer or something aspirant for practice, for spiritual practice. And immediately you are shedding your all egos. I was doctor, I am a doctor, I am a professor, I am industrialist, I am so and so. All these egos you are shedding. You are becoming a spiritual aspirant. After coming here, there is no difference. No difference. Here, all of you are having socially from an oil station persons, some. If you go to the office or in your chamber or in your place, there you are the big man, big boss or big some important man. And you are very much conscious about yourself. How should I communicate? How much I must give time? How he or she should respond? All these things, very particular, very fastidious, about sensitive also. In contrast, the moment you come here, you are relaxed. You have just given up those vanities. Those vanities given up. And after coming here, you have accepted this Swamiji is my guardian. All of a sudden, all of you have become school children. All of you have become school children. No ego, nothing of the sort. Innocently talking, innocently mixing, innocently exchanging, all the things. You are taking food here. How you are taking food? Either on the floor or on the table or on the chair, all together. But in your their status, I am this rank, should be there, he should be there, he should be there, something like that. But here, Nothing is there. Such a spiritual communism has come here. One beautiful, fantastic. This our Swamiji has mentioned about this apparent man, one lecture, Jnana Yoga. Lecture is there. Apparent man and the real man. What is this apparent man? Apparent man is this man. That I am monk, I am vice president of the order, I belong to Ramakrishna mission, and I am Suhitanandaji. This is my apparent man. Real man, while I stay indoor. That is it. There I am not communicating with the society. I am real man. That is the actual my existence. So we shall all will have to find out and search out about this real man. This is the purpose of this Nirjanvas or this Sadhu Sangha. This Nirjanvas means you are coming here to find out this real man. When I give up no ego, no adjective, I am fully free from all adjectives. I am here the only disciple or child of Sri Ramakrishna. That is my identity. This is called actual Nirjanvas. Now comes the question of the Sadhu Sangha. Where from shall I get good persons? Where should we mix? Why are so many sadhus? Here in Vedanta Center, only one monk is there, and two monks probably. Two monks are there, and occasionally some monk come here. This is the. So why shall we get the company of the sadhus? Company of you people. That is Sadhu Sangha. You are what persons you are. You all are rich souls. And there, already I have mentioned, you are practicing that thing. When you are practicing, searching for your real man, then are you not spiritual aspirant? Sadhu means what? This is the one who is putting on the gerua. He is sadhu. Okar cloth means gerua, sadhu. So we have seen plenty of this type of corrupt Babaji, sadhus. We have plenty of history. And from long time, from the papal time, even before that, every time this type of corrupt type of sadhus are there. So this is not the sadhu. Sadhu is the one who is perfect in his approach, in his relation, in his behavior, in his life. Our disciples, those who have taken initiation, and those who are trying to lead this sort of life, we should consider them, each and every one is a real perfect soul. That is called Sadhu Sangha. Here, you are so many. I tell you one interesting mathematics. This mathematics I learned from Premishananda Maharaj. Premishananda Maharaj was the disciple of Holy Mother, and I had the good fortune to serve him for 10 years. So he used to tell me when I joined, at that time he gave me this mathematics. 1 plus 1 is equal to 4. Right. We all puzzle. How is it possible? 1 plus 1 is equal to 4. I also immediately protested, and he said, No, I am showing you how it is becoming 1 plus 1 is equal to 4. You are feeling you are alone, I am feeling I am alone. The moment we are come together, immediately you are feeling I have the strength of 2, and he is also feeling the strength of 2. So 1 plus 1 numerically, but potentially, it is the strength of 4. So that's fine. If so many 2 here, say 80 or 50 something figures are here, so into. So how much spirituality and potentiality, goodness has generated here? You cannot find it in heaven, nowhere. You go anywhere, you will not find this type of persons together. So this is actually Sadhu Sangha. This is called Sadhu Sangha. Ramakrishna Maharaj, because I had the good fortune with him, naturally, I have seen how he used to move and how he used to walk. Vedanta, once one gentleman, after he started visiting him, ashram, he resided in a far off place. Occasionally, 2 months, 3 months afterwards, he used to come and stay in the ashram for 6, 7 days. He was, in his previous life, he was a good doctor, naturally earned much money, some honest means and dishonest means, both. And because he was in government staff, so in this way. And that man has some repentance, and accidentally he came across in some shop. He came across a page. That page was from the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. In it, the names were there, Rakhal, Baburam, Shoshi, all these names were there. While he was student in the medical college, at that time, once he visited Belur Math. And there, when meeting was going on, and in that meeting, the Baburam Maharaj, Rakhal Maharaj, they were there. And he had the good fortune to listen to them or see them. Afterwards, he forgot everything. Accidentally, when he got that page, all the old reminiscences came up, and he was crying. Hey, what? I got this opportunity to see those persons. I have forgotten everything. Where should I go? What shall I do? Something like that. Some cry came in his mind. He wrote to our publisher, Udbodhan or somewhere, and they gave him the address. There is Sargachi, and where Premishananda is there, you go and meet him. You will find peace of mind. So he came, he started coming, going in this way. Slowly he became a bit acquainted. Once he asked Premishananda Maharaj that I want to have your photo. In those days, photos were very, very difficult. There was no cameras and those boxes, stands, and so many things were required. As a real Premishananda brushed him out. Look, don't pay. You have Guru Maharaj's photo, Holy Mother's photo, Swamiji's photo, it's all right. You need not bother. But the man insisted. When being disgusted, one day he said, I myself was present, he said, all right, you come taking your bath, I shall give you one photo. He came after bath, and with prayerful mood, he opened his palms, and Premishananda Maharaj from his desk brought out something and gave him a photo. He looked at the picture, and it was Guru Maharaj's photo. Then he said, I wonder, Guru Maharaj's photo I am having. I want your picture. Well, no, I am there. I am there. Then whose picture it is? It is a God's picture. Sri Ramakrishna is a God. God is the sum total of individual souls. So Premishananda also is there. Then he said one thing, never lower down your ideal. Never lower down your ideal. Another incident, when I joined, at that time, because I was a young man coming fresh from university, naturally, I had so many ambition. After reading Swamiji, I became inspired and joined. He asked me, for what purpose you like to join? Then I said, I have read Swamiji. Swamiji has mentioned, make a mark in life. When you have taken human birth, you should make a mark in life. So I also want to make a mark in life. Then he said, oh, if you want to make a mark, I also like to make a mark. He also X, Y, Z. If all puts the marks in the wall, then the wall is going to spoil. So it is better don't put any mark in life. you let us follow one mark, that is the mark of Vivekananda. This is his approach, his lifestyle. All these things are like this. Take the thing as it is, but simply lift it up. Lift it up. About this, how we have to practice so Vedanta in our day-to-day life. I like to mention about Ranganathan. Ranganathan, some of you might have seen him and certainly read him, and some may have initiation from him. Ranganathan Swami, once he was offered by Government of India Gandhi Peace Award. The Gandhi Peace Award, at that time, that was probably the most prestigious award. And that time, Radhakrishnan was probably the president. So Radhakrishnan, he fell because Radhakrishnan and Ranganathan Swami both had previous acquaintance. So he felt that here I got an opportunity to honor Ranganathan. So he proposed the Gandhi Peace Award for Ranganathan Swami. When that thing was suggested to him, he said, see, I have got the highest award. Afterwards, I don't think I need any other award. I have got the Swami and the Ananda. This is the highest award. I don't need any other award. But the offer was tempting because there were 3 crores or 2 crores of rupees were there behind. So, so that was a bit tempting for the organization. We were very much in dry need of money. So he said, all right, I don't accept the honor, but if you want to give the organization, I shall take it. Give the organ. And they reconciled. Well, yes, in no case we give it personally, but only in the case of Ranganathan Swami, we shall give it to the organization. So organization got this Gandhi Peace Award. So this thing, this practical Vedanta. Abdul Kalam, probably yesterday told, probably, he used to once, he mentioned to one of our Swamis that religion has got 2 aspects. Because he became close with some of our Swamis, and he slowly came across our books and knew about Vivekananda and once he mentioned that I feel now that probably religion has got 2 spheres. One is the sphere of graduation and another is the sphere of post-graduation. What is this graduation? Graduation means you are having your graduation through some institution. And the post-graduation means you are doing some original research work. So religion also has got that thing. Swamiji also mentioned the same thing. It is good to be born in the church, but it is bad to die in the church. So we should be born into the church, but we should not die into the church. So that is actual spirituality. We should not never consider ourselves chained in anything. we should feel free. When Mayavati was started, at that time, Swamiji had the dream. Probably you have Saspi. Swamiji visited Switzerland, Saspi. There, he saw one monastery, and he was very much charmed and to see that monastery, especially in ideal atmosphere. And that Saspi I visited also. One I just mentioned about Swamiji's incident. Swamiji, while he was moving around the village, Sasvi, he could find that one church was there, rural church. In that church, so Virgin Mary was there. But Swamiji himself did not go in because the church people, they may not like foreign outside Christians. So he asked others, you go, probably Xavier. Xavier was there with them. So he asked Xavier, you go there, and he handed over them some flowers to be offered to Mary. So in this way, and he felt inspired. After much is long back, few years back, probably 10 years, 15 years back, I had got the opportunity to visit that Sasvi. And while I visited, at that time I found that that same church was there and the church gate is open. Nobody is there. So I felt tempted. I just pushed the door. I could find that nobody is there, so let me step in. So I was there and another monk was there, Shantanu. We stepped in and beautiful Mother Mary's picture was there. So what I did, because I did not carry any flower with me, but I had one locket of Swamiji. I said, Swamiji did not enter, so on, on behalf of Swamiji, I am now bringing Swamiji before you. And I put that locket there and came out. And luckily for me, while I was coming out, immediately I could see one small girl, hardly 14, 15, a small girl stepping into the side. Anyhow, so this Swami, all these things are happening in the life. Where I started, I forgot the track. Anyhow, this practical Vedanta, we are talking about practical Vedanta. Another incident is also interesting incident. This in Premishananda Maharaj's life. One gentleman, he was in Burma. In those days, Burma was almost within India, and so many Indians were there. One gentleman, he brought some walking stick with ivory engraved, and beautiful, costly walking stick he bought and presented it to Premishananda Maharaj. And said, Maharaj, I will be happy if you use it. Maharaj simply said, keep it there. And went on talking this and that thing. So 2, 3 persons were there talking. By the way, after 15, 16 minutes, all of a sudden he said, you have that stick for me? And I said, yes, I have brought it for you. You are right that it belongs to me. Yes, I have brought it. Are you sure that you have given me? Yes, Maharaj, it is only for you I have brought. I like to break it. And immediately the man shouted, will you break it? Then you have not given me. Your ownership is still with the stake. This is Vedanta. This is Vedanta. And another incident, one gentleman, all these things are stray incidents happening. One gentleman, he visited Kashmir, a devotee. They used to come to Premishan occasionally. So from Kashmir, he bought some gift for Premishan, two for mufflers. Mufflers. He bought one for Premishan, another for me. Because he knew if I bring one, Maharaj certainly will pass it on to him, so he won't use. So he purposely, deliberately, he bought two pieces, same thing to say. And Premishan was started using, and I also started using it. Sincerely, we were in need, so we started using it. I've used it for 7 days. When he suddenly told me, let us exchange it. Let us exchange. I know, why should we exchange? Why? No, no. See, this, well, I can use yours, but how can I allow you to use my muffler? I cannot give you. So I won't give. No, no, no. It has got some meaning. What is that meaning? Meaning is, whenever I use this muffler, only I remember that gentleman. That gentleman. So I want to make this association transform. So henceforth, I will feel that this muffler belongs to Suhitan. My name was Sanatan, and you also will think of me instead of that gentleman. See the method of his education. For him, no loss, but for me, big gain. Big gain. So with that muffler, the association of Premishananda came. So this is this Vedanta, practical Vedanta. In our method of this Nirjan Bas or Sadhu Sangha, which is called the loneliness of the company, Guru Maharaj has given a new dimension. He has given a new dimension. Dimension means whatever life you are leading, that itself is it. How it can be done, practice, he himself has demonstrated. You think of at Dakshineshwar, especially when this Kashipur, when he started Kashipur, at that time, Sri Ramakrishna fell sick. For that, they had to hire some house. He knew that all his admirers or devotees, whatever you call them, they were, none of them were rich person, all petty, because he was staying in Mathur Babu's Jamindari in Dakshineshwar, so he did not have to spend anything for his own cause. They were supporting. But here, who will bear the cost of the building? Who would bear his expenditure? Who would bear the cost of medicines? For all the things, naturally, some responsibility and thinking came amongst the devotees. Sri Ramakrishna understood it. He asked Surendra that he was a little bit well up, so you bear the expense of the building, house. Major expenditure is shared. Then he asked Balaram, my daily food you will arrange. I do not like that I should beg, ask today X, next day Y for my own food. I like that you take my responsibility. Balaram immediately felt himself gratified. He asked M, Master Mahashai, you will look after my medicine and consulting doctors and all the things. Latu, he said, Hamne apnar mittar ache. Then I am your sweeper. I will do the job of the sweeper. So in that way, and the other youngsters, they did not have any money, but they had the help and they had the devotion. And they just simply served Guru Maharaj in all possible ways, all sorts of, till the end. And this is the beginning of the Ramakrishna Sangha. You see, this Ramakrishna Sangha, it was started by Sri Ramakrishna himself, and how it will function, that also he demonstrated and showed the way. And Holy Mother also was brought there to prepare the food, because Gulapma, she was preparing meal for everybody. And it was difficult because so many young boys are there. So the devotees are coming sometimes and prepared special dish for Guru Maharaj was difficult. So for the special dish of Guru Maharaj, they brought Holy Mother there. And Holy Mother, where he lived, where she lived, you cannot think. Probably this much. If you visit Shampukur, you will find all is 5 feet and 4 feet. This much space was for Holy Mother. Throughout the day and night time up to 11:30, she used to manage. That was her cooking place, that was the resting place, and for toilet facilities, you can well understand that at 3 a.m. she used to get up and finish all the things and come back, because all are male, filled with male members. So in that condition, Holy Mother served Guru Maharaj. But Holy Mother was the central figure. For anything, any problem, any discussion, these youngsters, they used to consult Holy Mother. And whatever decision Holy Mother would give, that was accepted by them. They got their guardian. They got their guardian. And not only, when Sri Ramakrishna felt that they should live the renouncing life, and Advaita Nanda, that Guru Gopala, when he wanted to give some Gerua cloths for the outside sadhus, at that time Sri Ramakrishna said, where will you find good sadhus? They are the best sadhus. You give them. So Guru Gopala handed over all these cloths to Sri Ramakrishna and he presented to them. And when they have taken up this Gerua, Sri Ramakrishna suggested that when you have taken Gerua, better you should beg. The vanity should go. That means because they are coming from, all are coming from respectable family. The Jamindar family is good, rich family, educated university students. Naturally, they have the vanity, they have the ego. That should go. So go and beg. They went, beg, but the begging was, first they begged from Holy Mother. Holy Mother. The mother said that from that time onwards, Mother became the guardian of the whole order. In this process, the whole thing is going on. Now today, this center is run by whom? Run by you people. Run by you people. We sadhus are coming, going, XYZ coming, XYZ going. But you people are maintaining. This is the Sangha. That our devotees, they are maintaining the Sangha. Our devotees, they are leading the life. And our devotees have the moral responsibility for the next generation. This is also important, equally important. I had the good fortune to so many of our devotees, startling life. They are sincerely leading the life of saints, sincerely. So many are having the visions also, spiritual realizations also. But sincerely, they are on sincerely, this is sincerely sadhu sangha. And what sort of life they are leading? I can mention one or two incidents. The future generation, one small boy, hardly 4 years. He was in front in where my pranam is done. So they come in groups. In Belur Math, they come in groups, say 20, 15 numbers, and they do pranams together, and then another group comes. In this way, the things go on. So I could find one small boy. He stood before me, and he started hard 4 years. 4 years, he started reciting from the Gita. He came to me and said, Maharaj, I like to recite some Gita. I said, recite? I thought mother has sent, so let him recite. Then he recited 4, 5. Then he said, stop. No, I know more. Then, then I had to do, small boy, I had to bear. So I said, all right, you start, do. 2, 3 slokas he finished. Then I said, stop now. I take coffee, go and take rest. Then the boy, mother came. Mother came and she said, Maharaj, he has memorized the Chandi also. Chandi also, 4, 5 this stops. Stop. Oh. 4, 5 stops. He has memorized it. And how is it? No, I do, and he also does. He also does along with me. And now I have come for the initiation for that boy. Initiation. Then I said, then who will take the responsibility of the boy? Mother said, yes, I shall take. Then, are you initiated? Yes. If you are initiated, how will you take the responsibility? Because I cannot just repeat the mantra before you. So, if this baby does not follow the mantra properly, then said, Mother, I shall take again initiation. I shall take again initiation. What about his father? Father has not yet taken any initiation. Father will take initiation. But I said, no, I do not depend on the father. I shall depend on the mother. Because he's a baby. Father will be busy today here, tomorrow there. So you will have to take them. For that purpose, I shall take again initiation. Where from he took initiation? From childhood, he got from Kulo Guru, something like that. So, and we, both of us, we like to have initiation. And then I said, why not let him wait 2, 3 years? The boy will be matured. At that time, I will give initiation. Then he said, no, Maharaj. I have gone through, though I took initiation from other Kuloguru, but I have read the books of Thakur, Ma, Swamiji, and direct disciples. God lived with them, they lived with God, and Upanishads, all the books. Both of them are professors. They are IIT, university professors. And they say that we have read and we have seen that real religion is in Sri Ramakrishna. So we want that our babies should be trained up in that spirit. But the sanskaras, all the proper inclinations, those things can be achieved at the age of 3, 4, 5. That is the real age. Afterwards, it is difficult for them to imbibe. So I want that my baby should have initiation now itself, and along with the baby, we too also will take initiation. This is a moral responsibility of the parents. Another baby, all are doing pranams, small baby, probably hardly 2 years. Mother put the baby in the pranam posture, and the baby was saying in this way. All of a sudden, it became flat and started sleeping. And then all of a sudden, the baby again stood up and sat in the squatting position. Squatting position. I shall meditate. I shall meditate. And just in that position, I was surprised. I asked the mother, how is it? No, he observes us. Because both the father and mother, they meditate daily. So that's the thing, this sanskar has come. He has seen it. The parents are doing. And in Silchar, morning as I walked, I could find in the front house one old lady. She is knocking everybody. And grandmother, she is like, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. And after when all are getting up, and then they start chanting slokas. Old lady, all together in the family. They are doing sloka chanting, Sri Ramakrishna, Holy Mother, Swamiji, all these things. And then slowly, then afterwards, for half an hour naturally, and then they disperse. So this is called the family culture. Our next generation should be created in this way. By practicing our day-to-day life, whatever you are doing, they are watching, seeing. They are watching and seeing. So we should be very, very careful about our own life. Because as I am giving initiation, now I am happy to find that whenever in India, whenever I give initiation, there should be normally 10% generally students, young students, age 15, 16 to 25, like that, young students. And 60% will be young couple. Young couple, 60% people. They have married, probably have got one or two children. Now they have decided they would lead a spiritual life. And hardly old persons will be remaining. That is a new trend has come. They have started thinking that it is our responsibility to demonstrate before our children our life. Demonstrate. Whenever they come to us, I generally tell them that never place before them Swami Vivekananda or Neta Subhash Chandra or these great persons. You tell them, you follow us. You follow us. You will behave in such a way, you lead your life in such a way, your talk, your manner, your behavior, those things would be example before your child. And they will automatically follow. And this is actually for that purpose Sri Ramakrishna came. That purpose Sri Ramakrishna. He never made any sermon. He simply, what is his two message he had. One message was at Panchabhuti, from there and the tower, he used to shout, you come, come, come. And that call is still going on. And that call is not only for Panchabhuti, that call is for the whole world. And another word he used to use, abar esho. Then come again. Wherever you are, you come again. So this come again, never forget that in our spiritual journey also, whatever I am doing, I shall have to do again. This is the whole of religion. I would now like to finish one very touching and interesting incident of Ramakrishna Maharaj about this Ramakrishna. I had the fortune to serve him to the end. Last 10 years I served, the last 10 years, 5 years at Varanasi. He had the habit of, when I joined, I could find that he had the habit of taking daily, immediately after his bath, he should take some Ganges water. As we also are. I also take, and so many of we sprinkle a little Ganges water. And he had the habit of taking Jagannath Mahaprabhu Prasad. Jagannath Mahaprabhu, whatever rice is offered to Jagannath, that is dried in sun, and they sell in the market in red bag. They call it atke. So that one piece of rice he used to take daily. So long, immediately after his bath, and my job was to clean his cloth, but I could find that that was his habit he was doing. But last leg of his life, that is last 2 years, 3 years, he had paralysis. As a result, both the legs were gone, hands were off, paralyzed, and eyes were off. So now you can well understand, he was totally invalid person. But this portion was as strong as a young man. His memory, brain power, everything was perfect, was there. Anyhow, in that way, we had some communication, talks, classes, all the things were going on. But because he could not take care of his bath, so I had to give him sponge, because that was not the condition to give him bath. So I used to give him sponging. Immediately when after sponging is over, I should tell him, Maharaj, open your mouth, because he could not see. So open your mouth, I should pour the Ganges water. And he used to open his mouth, and I used to pour Ganges water and go away. In this way, the things were going on. Probably the last day or 1 or 2 days last. That time, as usual, I told him after sponging, Maharaj, open your mouth, I shall put the Ganges water. Generally, he used to immediately open and pour. But that day, he remained silent. I thought probably he could not listen to me. So, in a louder voice, I repeated, but then also he remained silent. Then, third time, in more louder voice, when I repeated, at that time said, what you are turning? I said, Maharaj, will you not open your mouth? I shall put the Ganges water. Ganges water? For what purpose? I said, you have been taking Ganges water so many years. Ganges water? No. I no more need Ganges water. Don't you know what Mother has given me? Mother has given me Ramakrishna Nam. Beyond that, I don't need anything. And next day, probably he expired. Yes.
Yes.
I didn't quite understand your 1 + 1 = 4 potential. Please explain.
And how do you feel when your Apu is by your side? That is the thing. You are alone. And the moment Apu comes, at that time, I feel so happy and so joyful. And that is the thing. And we also think, this is also 1 + 1.
Yes. Yes.
আমি একটা কোয়েশ্চেন করবো, আপনার বইটা কি বিশালগাছি
স্থিতি।
আমি কোয়েশ্চেন বাংলায় করি।
তবে
লেখা আছে এক্সটার্নাল এবং ইন্টারনাল রুটিন হয়ে গেলে আর কোনো গোল থাকে না, মনের আসল সুখটা ধরা যায়। এক্সপ্লেন করবেন?
This is the purpose, what Sarvasananda is arranging for you. That means external routine and internal routine. We have, that means our body, we have sthula sharir, gross body, and subtle body. Gross body is what this body, with this body we walk and move in this world. That is our gross body. Subtle body, whatever experiences is gained through the gross body is deposited into the subtle body. And the subtle body also gets transformed slowly. So in this way, now through this gross body, we shall have to change our subtle body. What is this today's retreat? It is you are using your gross body for the development of your subtle body. What else? This is the thing. So we shall have to make such a, that at such and such, make a fixed routine. Fixed routine. At this time I shall get up, this time I shall do exercise, this time I shall do spiritual sadhana, this time I shall work for others, this time I shall look after my children, this much I shall look after my business, this is my... So everything is very fixed up. And this much some cushion time for any adjustment, This is called fixed time. If you have this external routine, automatically your internal routine comes. Because every time, whenever he gives initiation, I give initiation, we say that uncompromising is you will have to take God's name. 2 times you will have to take God's name. Daily we sweep. We sweep our doors and windows, floors, we sweep. We clean our table. Why? Because something is deposited, invisible dust are deposited. So similar is the method. We sweep our mind's floor. Mind's floor in this way. Morning, Ramakrishna, evening, Ramakrishna was clean. So this is the external and internal. Hare Baba. Hmm.
Well, can I ask a question?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes. Come.
I'm inspired by Sri Maharaj the last 55 years, and as well as, and I was thinking,
Please help me.
Yeah, it was little loudly.
Well, I'm inspired by Sri Maharaj.
Sri Ma, he's inspired by Sri Ma.
And we've read a lot of books about it and so on. And we try to follow her examples. Simple question, Maharaj. Who really is Sri Ma? Is she incarnation of Durgama, Kalima, Gangama, maybe Sri Radha? Is she the mother of humankind? Is she the mother of the universe? What is your opinion?
Right.
What is your opinion? Is she whose mother?
It is no question of my opinion. She herself said. She herself said, and Premeshananda Maharaj, when he first met Holy Mother, at that time he could find the goddess Durga was there, facing expression Durga. I inquired Premeshananda Maharaj, why did you see as Durga? Because previously, before I met Holy Mother, I used to repeat Durga mantra. So my Ishta job was successful. So many persons, all what she represented herself as Durga, as Kali, as Radha, what not? Jagadhatri, Jagadhatri, everything. And she herself said, and if you cannot think of me anything, simply think of me as mother. Simply think of me as your mother. That itself will do. And mother's life is a practical demonstration. If this Swamiji's lecture is practical Vedanta, I will suggest that if you find the demonstration of Swamiji's practical Vedanta 4 lectures, you will find the presentation in Holy Mother's life. Practical Vedanta. The devotees are coming. They may, at night 3 a.m., she is getting up when it is dark. In dark, what she is doing with some instrument, she is trying to remove the small pebbles on the footpath. And somebody found and said, "Mother, what are you doing at this time?" Then said, "Daytime you won't allow me to do it. So I have said this time, because the devotees are coming, this will get hard." Uh,
Pakami and Kachami.
Swamiji, I mentioned it, apparent man and the real man. That is this thing. Actually, what you are coming here to become Pakami. Because when the moment you are coming here, you do not belong to that family. You do not belong, you are not ex and wife or mother or anything. Now, the moment you step in, you feel that I am a devotee coming here. This is the Pakami. Slowly, the more it will be just crystallize, the more you gradually you yourself will become sincerely mother. Sincerely mother. I can cite one example. One young boy, after his graduation, he was in touch with me and he joined. When he was the only son of the parents, the father was working in some university. The mother was housewife, illiterate, simple. Naturally, both the parents came to take the son back. The son was adamant. He would not go. The mother was crying. What to do? Anyhow, I gave the mother assurance, because Bardwan is only 2 hours distance. Said, all right, when the son is not willing to go, you just bear. I shall allow you to come and visit him frequently, weekly, once you come and visit. So next week she came, both husband and wife, both came. They had a talk with him and something. And naturally they brought some edibles for the boy. While they were going, I suggested, for how many persons you have brought? For my son I have brought. For next time when you will bring a little more. Because there are 4 or 5 brahmacharis. What they will think. So you bring for them also. As motherly heart, naturally she was very much excited. And next time when she came, she brought so many good items, better items for 4 or 5. During the Puja festival, that is like your Christmas festival, she wanted to present some clothing for the baby. Then she herself proposed, will you allow me to bring clothing for all these 4 or 5 together? I will say, yes, why not? And in this process, the thing was going on. Now, after 1 year, that boy was transferred as a brahmachari to a remote center. But that parents, they did not stop bringing. Monthly, they used to bring the equal items, as many brahmacharis were there, they used to bring items for them. So see, this one particular mother has become universal mother. This is spiritual life. Yes.
Afterward.
এক ছিদ্র আছে, সেই ছিদ্র দিয়ে ওপারে যাওয়া যায়। নিত্য অভ্যাস করতে করতে ছিদ্র বড় হবে, তার মধ্যে দিয়ে চলে যেতে পারবে।
And this is you got the instruction from Guru, and that is the thing. But to think of Sri Ramakrishna here, and it is his grace, by his grace, gradually. But we should do, meditate, try to think of Sri Ramakrishna, Holy Mother, whosoever is my Ishto, we should think. And slowly, slowly, mind will go.
ছিদ্র, the ছিদ্র, the hole, is that the image of the Ishta Devata?
Yes, Ishta. And in the morning I said, wall and inside the hole. That's the thing. And yes,
Please comment something about the importance and the value of inner silence.
Importance of inner silence.
oh, inner silence. Yes, certainly. It is a very good question, because inner silence means silence, two types of silence is there. So externally, I can come out from a din and bustle and remain in my room. That is one thing. But in my room, I am though alone, but there is crowd of thoughts. Crowd of thoughts. So that is not silence. So how to divert it? It is not easy to remove all this crowd in our mental. The thought vibrations will come. We shall have to just turn over the change there, turn their mood. So how to do it? We should generally think for other things, as what I suggest, because the devotees, they come and say, when I sit for japam or meditation, I find myself restless. There's so many streams of thinking, duties, responsibilities, they crowd at that time. So what should I do? Well, no, you allow the mind to go. Mind to go. Why? That is also Premeshananda Maharaj's teaching. You just allow the mind to go to, say, now in the shrine. In your shrine, if you sit there, do japam 4-5 times. Then you change your spot. You go to some other place and do your japam there for 4-5 times. In Premeshananda Maharaj used to say, you think for Belur Math. Belur Math, Guru Maharaj's shrine is there. There you are sitting and doing japam for 5 times. Then go to Holy Mother's temple. Do japam for 5 times. Then go to Swamiji's temple. Go do japam for 5 times. Go to the Ganges. Do japam for 5 times. Go to Radha Maharaj's room. Go to do japam for 5 times. So in this way, you are counting already 50, more than 60, and half an hour passed. So you are doing, but allowing the mind to remain restless. Restlessness is allowing and utilizing the restlessness in a proper way. Divert it in the proper direction.
We have time for one more question. Last.
Huh?
Yeah. Little loudly.
We read that you were asking people, who do you think I am? What are you
In Kathamrita, she says, Thakur was asking, know who I am. That's
Amike,
all.
oh.
Amike.
Yes, what he said in Bengali, Sri Ramakrishna said, আমি কে, তোমরা কে, আর তোমার আর আমার সঙ্গে কি সম্পর্ক জানলেই হবে। This is your question. Yes. So who I am, Sri Ramakrishna is saying that who I am, who you are, and what is your relation with me. If you know this thing, then everything will be, all doubts will be solved. That means you have come to do the lila, the divine play along with me. because he told all these things to Master Mahashai, Rakhal, Naren, to them. So they have come into this world to do some divine lila. They should know this much. And that. And for us also, we are following the same method. We also, morning it said somebody put the question that what you have got the lesson from Premishananda Maharaj. Then I said that I have got the lesson that some sort of relationship I have developed with God. I consider myself, I belong to the same family where Sri Ramakrishna, Holy Mother, Swamiji, Radha Maharaj, I am also a part and parcel of the same family. You also, people, also are thinking in the same way. Generally, those who we give initiation, we tell that you, from today onwards, you think yourself that you have become a member of the Ramakrishna family. Mm.
Yeah, yeah, tell. There's an online question. Just a time much fun.
Devotee is asking, can you tell us something about Swami Premishananda's experience of Ma Sharda?
Premishananda's experiences of Masharda.
Premishananda Maharaj had the opportunity to see Mother Sarada for so many times. And especially one incident, she asked Premishananda Maharaj to plant some flowers, flower trees, saplings, flower saplings, and asked him that you plant, and when these flowers will grow, at that time I will remember you. I will remember you. And at that time, Premishan was composed so many songs, and those songs were popular. Especially one song Premishan sang before her, Kokilo Kujane Malaya Pavone Shihari Utiche Pran, about the birth of Sri Ramakrishna. On this song, he himself composed it, and he sang before Holy Mother. Mother was so much impressed with this song that Mother asked Radhi to pick it up, learn from Premishananda Maharaj. And Mother would pick up from Radhi.
You want to ask? Any more?
Pranam, the question is, to love everybody is difficult for you. How to do? I try, but sometimes fail.
How to love everybody, I try, but I fail.
I should try. Obhasha yoga. Obhasha yoga. That means try and try. We have been, because the same question was put by Arjun.
He's saying, when I try to meditate, my meditation goes between the eyebrows. I try hard to meditate in the heart. I put my hand or prick my chest, so I can bring my mind to the heart. But it's difficult. Can you suggest a technique?
Yes, certainly. Holy Mother herself mentioned it, given the remedy. You don't meditate on the eyebrows because you may have some incurable diseases. So if you find that it is difficult, the moment you close your eyes, the mind grows up either here or here. Immediately you open your eyes and look at the picture of Sri Ramakrishna or Holy Mother. Look at the picture of Sri Ramakrishna and Holy Mother and do your japa. Because Holy Mother has herself said, if you cannot meditate, you look at the picture of Sri Ramakrishna, that is more than meditation. On time.
Time. Any more question?
Maharaj, it is said that Sri Ramakrishna said before he gave up his body that the disciples should look upon Sri Ma as they look upon him. She is no different from me. How do you understand that statement? She
Sri
is no
Ramakrishna,
different
his
from-
question is,
Uh,
before passing away, he said, you should look upon Ma as myself, like me. So how do you?
Holy Mother.
Holy Mother.
Holy
She's
Mother.
no different.
So
Yeah.
not
She's
different
no
from.
different.
So,
So how to do it?
What does that mean?
it is not physically, it is not physically, the spirit is the same. Because Sri Ramakrishna told Naren, don't think Holy Mother as my wife. She is my Shakti. She is my Shakti. And for that time, Naren's conception about Holy Mother totally changed. Change. And not only that, they also, and Holy Mother also, they have seen, especially in Vrindavan, once Holy Mother went into a trance, and at that time, she was moving and behaving just as Sri Ramakrishna used to do. And when Yogananda Swami and others put some questions to him, to her, she replied them as Sri Ramakrishna used to do. The same thing. That means that they are inseparable. Inseparable. Premashananda Maharaj is to imprint in my mind that means Sri Ramakrishna is the Shruti aspect of the spiritual religion, spiritual aspect, spiritual world. Holy Mother is the Smriti aspect of the spiritual world, and Swamiji is the Smriti Nyaya aspect. That means Shruti Prasthan, Smriti Prasthan, and Nyaya Prasthan. Three Prasthanos are there in the Shastras. The Sri Ramakrishna was the Shruti, Holy Mother was the Smriti, and Swamiji was the Nyaya. Sri Ramakrishna found out some truth, some principles he found out. As for example, that God can be realized through any means. He himself practiced and declared it. Another truth also, he demonstrated that two boatmen are fighting, one slapped in the other, but the mark was in the back of Sri Ramakrishna. That same God is as consciousness remaining everywhere. In Holy Mother, you will find that whatever truth Sri Ramakrishna discovered, Holy Mother through her life, through odd situations, Holy Mother demonstrated all the things there in principles of Sri Ramakrishna. And Swamiji had adopted another method. He adopted the science, technology, psychology, philosophy, and demonstrated the same truth through his lectures on Jnana Yoga, Raja Yoga, and Karma.
Any more? Maharaj will take some rest. There will be pranams after Aarti, but if you devotees want to meet personally, so we have given them appointment. So Maharaj 5:30
All right.
come before Aarti.
Hmm.
So till then Maharaj will take some rest. You want to go for walk?
Well, yes, I did tea and
Oh yeah. You can. This is yours.
no, look there. Then afterwards, what?
So we are extremely grateful to Maharaj for enlightening us in many aspects of practical aspects of spirituality. And tomorrow we will be leaving for Scotland in the evening, by the evening flight. So there are two retreats there, just like this. They are slightly of longer duration, and it's in a big hall. Already 150 people have registered. One in Edinburgh on 18th, and the other one on 19th in Aberdeen. And plus there will be one more gathering. So Maharaj has a very busy schedule. And this is the first time any Vice President Maharaj of the Ramakrishna Mission is visiting Scotland, so they are very lucky. So shall we break off, Maharaj?
Thank you.
But Maharaj will be available for pranam after Aarti. Huh?
Hmm.
6 o'clock. No, now? No, not here. We will sit for some time. Some of